Hi, second grade. I'm so happy to see you today. Today we're going to be reviewing our CH and TCH words. So if you do not have a notebook or pencil with you, please pause this video and go get them. Okay, let's get started on our review. So first things first, we are going to be reviewing this beautiful deck of cards for our CH and TCH words. And in your notebook, I want you to write down 4 words that you love, 2 CH words and 2 TCH words. So this is how I want you to set up your notebook. At the top of the page, I want you to write CH and then TCH. And I want you to draw a line, not all the way down. I want you to have enough space so that you can write 2 words for CH and 2 words for TCH, okay? So, as I'm reviewing this deck of cards, I want you to write down 2 CH words and 2 TCH words, okay? We're going to be using these words in silly sentences. So I'm going to get started reviewing our words now. You have 5 seconds to read this word before I tell you what it is. So let's go. Match. Glitch. Hitch. Ranch. Bunch. I love that word, so I'm going to be writing down bunch. Do I put that on the CH or the TCH side? I put that on the CH side. Good job. B-U-N-C-H. A reminder, you don't have to write down bunch if you don't like that word as much as I do. If you like other words more, write them down. I like the word bunch, so I'm definitely going to use that in my silly sentence. Reach. Teach. That's another word I love. So, am I going to be putting teach on the TCH side or the CH side? Correct. I'm putting it on the CH side. It is T-E-A-C-H. Can anyone think of another word that has the word teach in it? Teacher. Good job. Continuing. Stitch. Like Lilo and Stitch. Ooh. March. Stretch. This is another word I love. I love how it starts with S-T-R. Stra. Stra. So stretch. I'm going to be writing that down. Am I putting stretch on the CH or the TCH side? Correct. I'm putting it on the TCH side. Let me write that down. Okay, let's continue reading. Hatch. Sketch. Fetch. beach. Catch. I love this word. So I'm going to be writing down catch in my chart. Does it end in TCH or CH? Correct. It goes in TCH. So let's write that down now. CATCH. Catch. Okay, we have one word left. This word is bleach. Sorry for not giving you time to sound that one out, friends. Next time I'll do better. Okay, so let's get started on our silly sentences. So these are the words that I'm going to be using in my silly sentence. Let's read them together. First, the CH words. 1, 2, 3, bunch. 1, 2, 3, teach. 1, 2, 3, stretch. 1, 2, 3, catch. Okay? So all of these words have different middle sounds. Let's look at the middle sound of each of these words. In bunch, the middle sound is un. In teach, the middle sound is e. Okay? This is a long sound, and this word has a blend in it. It has that N there to change the way the U sounds. Let's look over here at our TCH. Stretch. The middle sound is eh, eh, eh. So that's a short E. Remember, TCH has short vowel sounds. And then what's this word? 1, 2, 3, catch. Ah, ah, ah. Another short vowel sound in the A, okay? So short vowel sounds, and then CH has long vowel sounds, or sometimes they have a N or an R, a letter after the vowel that changes the sound, okay? So let's get started with our silly sentences. There are 3 rules to silly sentences that never change. The first is that the first letter must be uppercase, or capital, or big. The second rule is that we use finger spaces when we write, so that we have just the right amount of space between each word. If you don't use a finger space, sometimes your spaces might be this big or this big, and we can't have that. The last rule is that we must have punctuation. So, I want you to think of the 3 types of punctuation that we've talked about in class. Once they're all in your head, I want you to pause this video and tell me or tell someone in the room what the 3 types of punctuation are. So pause the video and talk. Okay, great. The first type of punctuation that comes after a sentence is a period. The second type of punctuation that comes after a sentence is an exclamation mark. The third type of punctuation that comes after a sentence is a question mark. So I want you to think, am I going to be writing a question, an exciting sentence, or just a sentence? And that will help you figure out which type of punctuation you should be using. So I'm going to be using these words in my silly sentence. You'll be using your words. So I have bunch, teach, stretch, and catch. So I'm going to use bunch and catch first. So as I'm writing, I'm going to try and show you the silly sentences rules, but it might be difficult because I'm not using my notebook. I'm just using my whiteboard. So I'm going to get started. First rule, big A, capital A. A bunch, another finger space, of, finger space, my students showed me finger space, how, and then what's something silly that you could catch? Maybe how to catch Jello. So a bunch of my students showed me how, finger space, to, finger space, catch. Remember, that's our special word. That's the word that we're learning this week. Catch. And then Jello. I know that I'm going to write Jello very, very neatly. And I'm actually going to make it a capital letter because it is a special word. Okay, it's what's called a proper noun. So I'm going to write Jello. And then I think that this sentence is so exciting, I'm going to be using an exclamation point. So just like that. Now, because I wrote this upside down, there's a few parts that aren't so neat. So I'm going to erase them and write them a little bit neater so that I can be proud of my work. You can always do this at home too. If you realize you didn't write something as neat as you can just erase it and then try and write it in your neatest possible handwriting, okay? Alright, so that looks a lot better. A bunch of my students showed me how to catch Jello, and I want you to underline where you have your CH and your TCH words, okay? Because those are the special words that we are learning this week. All right, friends, I'm going to put this over here and I'm going to write my second sentence. So I'm going to grab one more whiteboard. Again, you'll be using your notebook, so it'll be a little bit different, and you won't need to use 50 billion whiteboards. But let's look at our next two words. So now it's a challenge. I have to use the word teach and stretch in the, oh wait. Yes, correct. I have to use teach and stretch in my next sentence. So maybe I could write the cat tried to teach her friend how to stretch. That sounds like a pretty good silly sentence because I don't know if a cat knows how to teach how to stretch. So to get started, I'm going to write a capital letter to begin. So capital T for the, finger space down, cat, finger space, tried, next line, to, finger space, teach. That's our special word. Make sure you spell it right. Her, finger space, friend, oops, and then how, next line, how, finger space, to, finger space, stretch. And then this is another sentence that I just think is so exciting. So instead of putting a little period there, I'm making an exclamation point. I'm making it as exciting as possible. So I'm rereading what I wrote to see what I can write neater, because again, I wrote it upside down and that's not how we're supposed to write. Okay, I think that this is good. Let's read it together. The cat tried to teach her friend how to stretch. Does anyone know what I need to do next? Let's think. I'm not done. I know, I need to underline all of our special words that we are learning. So teach and stretch. Correct, if you knew that, that's what we are supposed to do. The cat tried to teach her friend how to stretch. These are two very silly sentences, And because they're so silly, I think it would be fun to draw them. So friends, if you have extra time at home and you don't know what to after you've written all of your amazing silly sentences, I suggest you try to draw them and see how that goes for you, okay? I would love to receive emails of your drawings. So if you write silly sentences and draw them, please email them to me. You can find all of my contact information in Google Classroom, okay? So, sending all of my love to you. Please be safe, and I can't wait to see your drawings. Bye!